First up, we got these two samples. I heard this and I went, yeah, this is the shit. This is what we're gonna use. We can start off with the verse part. Bass only and drums. Pretty chill, pretty easy. For the chorus, we have them both playing at the same time. So yeah, the melody, not a lot going on. All in all, pretty simple project to be fair, but we get into it. First up, we have this shaker that I layered with another hi-hat that comes in the chorus. We have a snare, some layers of snares, and we have this like top line-ish that I sampled from another drum loop. And of course we have the kick. And all the drums together sound a bit like this. But then the magic comes when you start to bring in the bass. Shit just works. On top of that, we had to add like a little drum loop to get into the main drums. Now to the spicy part, the thing that gives this the little bit extra touch of love, and that is the vocal chops. And then we actually have another vocal chop. Put those together. I usually always have a crash, but no, it looks like we don't. That's just something I would like to add now, but you know, the song is already out, so why does it care? What does it matter? I can kind of get that you want your song to be perfect, but I got over that. I don't know. I make a song, and if I like it, I like it. Of course, you can overproduce stuff if you keep just adding stuff, but sometimes you end up with something a little less, and realize after, shit, I wanted to add that. But hey, it's just a song. It don't really matter. We're gonna make more. Alright, so next up we're gonna have a look at the vocals. For the very first part, just like a fucking an intro. And a short introduction coming in here.
Women come, women go like you got a type, you better show right.
Other than that, we added some reverb parts, automating the reverb as you can see right here. Just kind of give something more to this pretty simple song.
Right now.
Very good trick for, you know, working with transitions and stuff like that. But we're gonna go into the mix of the vocals. There's a lot going on. There it is. First up, we have an EQ right here, pulling out the lows and shaping the vocal a bit. Now, I have learned a lot since mixing this vocal, so I would redo a bunch of stuff if I did it now, but that's just how it is. After that, we have a compressor. Since the vocal is pretty frequent in its volume, I'm using the first compression as to kind of just squish it all together a bit instead of taming the highs. After that, we add the SSL channel EQ, pushing up some highs, some mids, another EQ, remove some low end, and then we have a limiter. Let's see what this does. Yeah, this is like a noise gate, so I'm just gating out, removing all the unwanted noises like breaths, stuff like that might be in between the vocal chops, vocal takes. As you can see,
she got 3 kids that are stuck in basement, 2 kids with someone nameless.
Now when I mix, I don't have like a set rule of what to do and which order to do them. I kind of just think to myself, okay, this is how the vocal sounds, what do I need to do to make it sound better right now? And that might be, I always start with an EQ and then a compressor basically, or 2 EQs and a compressor or something like that. But after that, it could be whatever. I could go within like a de-esser next up, or I can do like a chorus effect if I feel like that is what is right for this song. But next up, we got a fresh ear.
She got 3 kids that are stuck in basement, 2 kids with someone.
make it pop out a bit more. Free plugin. I think you really should grab it if you mix vocals. Amazing. Then we have the LA2A tube compressor to kind of glue it all together with the beat, make it sit better. Another EQ, the last EQ to kind of shape the vocals.
She got 3 kids that are stuck in basement, 2 kids with someone.
Just like I said before, this is like the step where I think, okay, what I need to do as a final step to make the vocals sound at its best. And lastly, we have a de-esser, you know, just removing the harsh SS, the T's, stuff like that. As you can see here. Now, I did use a lot of plugins on this mix for some reason. I did send this to another instance, and on that one we have another EQ. This is kind of worthless though. I could put these together with, okay, I also have this, which doesn't do shit, so we could remove those. But on this other instance, we have the reverb, but as you can see, it is with the automation, so it's currently off.
I get it.
It moves up here. On top of that, we have the de-doubler.
One nameless, 1 kiss straight from the mailman, and the gut to blame it on a life, huh?
Now this is a free plugin, kind of just, it's like a very fast delay, but I use it to make the vocal feel more present in the mix. It's not something I always do, but you know, because it gives it more of a stereo image, but it could help potentially. After that, we have a small reverb to kind of mix the vocal in a bit better with the beat. And lastly, the last EQ, which didn't do anything either apparently. This we could also remove, but hey. As I talked about in the first part of this chapter, this song is very basic. It's supposed to represent my first years of making music, so it's easy going, easy production, easy vocals. Like the only effect I have on that you can hear is the reverb, and that is only like 2 parts in the song. But it's a good vibe and I really love it. But as always, have a great day and a goodbye.